Hello and welcome to my channel, S.Blooms Creations, Crafting and More. And today I'm going to show you how to wrap a 40-ounce tumbler. This is my 40-ounce tumbler I purchased at Walmart. And this is the wrap I'm going to use that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And this is going to be the tumbler clip. It's called a cup clip, drink clip from Walmart Mainstay collection, and it matches the wrap perfectly. I did not buy them at the same time. I will also be using my PYD Life cradle to steady my tumbler as I'm wrapping it, and I also will use a soft brayer to smooth out any of the air bubbles. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Okay, so now I'm going to prepare my items, and I'm going to take my PYD Life cradle. I got this off of Amazon, and it really works really good to hold my tumbler steady. I'm going to take the top off and place that over here. Oh, please don't fall. Okay. It's trying to run away from me. Okay. So with your tumbler cradle, it doesn't, well, this is the back side because the TAL logo is in the front, so I guess it does matter, but not to the wrap. You're going to take it out of the package, and this is a UVD transfer. They come already made. You don't have to design it, you don't have to use your Cricut, you don't have to do anything but this, what I'm about to show you. I'm going to probably cut it out of the package. Using my Cricut shears. It's not like an easy slide out, so we're just going to do that right there. I'm going to put my cup holder up there, and we're going to get ready to apply this to the tumbler. Now what you want to do before you apply this, you clean it with alcohol, let it dry completely. You don't want any moisture. You don't want any reason for it to come off of this tumbler. This will also be a hand wash tumbler. So to start it, make sure your design is right side up. The design is facing toward the rim of the cup and not upside down. Okay, that's very important. So the first thing you want to do is to find a corner and to peel it back. If you're like me, and I don't know if you are, I have a hard time with packaging and all of that. So I'm going to lay this down, move this out the way for a second so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to peel some of the paper back. But I don't want to peel it too much. Okay, so we went with this side, okay. And you want to remove the backing from the vinyl. This is vinyl, clear vinyl. And what you want to do, you want to like you want to have a start line. So what you're going to do is take, sometimes it's harder than, it's not as easy as it should be. But what you want to do is that you want to fold back some of it, and you put a crease in there so you can now lay the free edge where there's no paper. You want to be able to lay this onto the cup. This is what is going to be your guide with your brayer. You're going to take this brayer and you're going to use the soft side right here, the black velvety side, and then you're going to start making your way around the tumbler. So this is what I'm going to show you. Move my camera to make sure you see. So I'm going to step behind the cup. I make sure my design, and I notice, okay, I'm making sure that my design is face up. That means all the little smiley faces are going toward the rim of the cup. I'm going to take the cup. I am going to, before I actually lay it down, let me see how far it goes around the cup. That's in the center of the cup. This is why I love this caddy, this little cradle here, because you don't have to fight so much of trying to figure out where the decal goes while you're trying to hold the cup. Okay, so this design does not go all completely around. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to find the center. And once I do, I'm going to lay it down. Okay, it's pretty close to the handle. I'm trying to see. Okay, it's pretty close to the handle. Let me see. It kind of looks like it's not cut correctly, but it may be. See how this is? Okay, because what you don't want is a crooked design. So I think that's going to be good. So what you do, once you lay it down, you find out where your starting position is going to be. I just take my finger and I kind of seal it to the cup, just like that. Just make sure it's good and sealed. And what you don't want to do is just try to take the paper off and put it on there without the paper, because the paper protects you from extra air bubbles. You're going to have some air bubbles, but you have to work them out. So what I'm going to do now for my visual, I'm going to turn the cup away from me, turn the handle to me, so I can be in my starting position of where I want the decal to go, the UVDTF. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use this one, it's a little wider. I'm going to fold it back like this, and I'm going to start walking it with the brayer onto the cup. And you just kind of want to take your time and seal it as much as possible as you go. The less you reveal of the transfer at one time, the less you'll have to fight the air bubbles. And I'm just working it with the softer side of this brayer. And I believe I'm saying the name of this correctly. And it really works well. Okay. So now I've made it pretty much as far as I can go without removing the paper and without making a mess. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it now. And I'm going to put the handle on the inside, and then I'm going to flip it back to where I started. I'm going to hold and go slowly so I can make sure I don't have any air bubbles. And if you're new to applying UVDTF transfers, having the cradle is a must, and having something soft to lay down your design is a must, because what you don't want to do is use this hard side to scrape it down. This is not a situation where you need to scrape as hard as you can, because what you'll end up doing is scratching the design, and it's going to look messy, it's going to look unclean, and you're probably not going to be able to sell it. Because I don't know about you, because I don't want to drink out of something that doesn't look right. And as you go along, you can kind of seal these ends down. And this will be a hand wash type of container, because this is a permanent vinyl design, but you have to take care of it. So the instructions are to hand wash. Don't put it in the microwave, and don't just let it sit in the water. It will last, but you have to help it last. And if you're selling these, it's best you tell your clients that this is what they must do in order to maintain the beauty of your tumbler. Now what I'm realizing is that as I'm going about it, the decal is kind of like going up a little higher and almost to the end, but I noticed this. And I kind of noticed it like when oh, and that's another thing, once you lay it down, it's down. You cannot remove it. So, and you want to complete it by making sure you have all the bubbles out. So you just go over it as much as you can. And I think I added some bubbles here because I was trying to veer it going downward. That's okay. This is for demonstration purposes. It'll end up being mine, or I'll give it to my daughter. But as you have finished laying your image down, you want to go back and you want to look and find all of the air bubbles. And you just want, that's why you need to use the soft side of the brayer. And with this pink being so pink, it's kind of hard for me to see the air bubbles. But you can see the little puckers. I don't know if you can see that, but it's puckering a little bit right here. And even over here. See how crooked that went? That was not the case. And as I went around the cup, see how I started down here? It's lower on this side. And as I wrapped it, it went higher and higher and higher. See that? And then that is what caused the air bubbles right there. So if you decide to take on a project like this, well, I'm kind of wrong, because what's going to be left is this plastic is going to come off. But I still see this little smiley face right there that's hanging off of the edge of the thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that kind of even with the cup with my Cricut shears, and it will give it a cleaner look, and it will help seal the vinyl to the smiley faces to the cup. I think I did pretty good, but it still looks crooked. The smiley faces are going that way, this way. But anyway, we got one side done, and once you have braided it, like I said, this will end up being mine, but I also have another decal. If I want to, I could cut a little piece off of that and add it right here and make it look copacetic. Or either I can like put some bedazzle right there. I can put another permanent vinyl, maybe some type of design. I can blend it and make it look amazing. So, but I just want to show you all, if you've never tried this, and this is what really is all the rage is about with the UVDTF. You don't have to design it. It's already designed. You don't have to have a Canva or Creative Fabrica or even a Cricut account. They come already made. If you just want to start making the products to sell, you can just use already made designs. So I'm going to finish sealing it down, and I think I'm going to add some more razzle dazzle to this to bring it to a better life. It's going to be mine, but however, I don't want nothing crooked like that. So even me, I require, my standards are pretty high when it comes to something that I'm using. I want it to look nice. And so anyway, I'm just making sure I'm getting all of these air bubbles out. And if you're new to my channel and you found something helpful today, please subscribe so you can continue to watch my videos every time I upload. If you're looking for gifts or how to make gifts with your product, I'll show you that as well. So, and I had planned on putting this in a gift, but this one will be mine. I think I'll give it to my daughter. She's like one of these smiley face, happy go, cheerful, sunshine type of personality, and I think she would love it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove that vinyl. I don't want to do that with that one. Give me a second. I'm not for sure if this is any better, but I'm going to take my Cricut little hook, did the deal, and I'm going to go up under the vinyl and I'm going to take it up. Since I'm left-handed, I'm going to turn the cup back this way. And when you take this off, you want to check and make sure this is the transfer sheet. Transfer tape, really. Because when you're doing it yourself, you're going to have transfer tape. It's a light, medium, and strong grip. Now you see how some of that came off when I pulled up? You want to be looking for that. And what you do, you lay it back down and you braid on top of that again. And if you want to, you can go over the whole row of where you're located at the time. Make sure all the smiley faces stay where they are. And what you want to do is, when you're holding this transfer tape and you peeling it off, you want to let it stay flush with the cup. So you can, and it's kind of, you know, you have to really pull. So it's kind of like, it's It's not easy. But there you go. And what you just keep going around. Let this stay as close to the cup as possible, this here sheet. And you turn your cup as you need it. Because this has a handle, I have to put that on the bottom side now, inside of the cradle, the handle. And then you just kind of walk it towards you, making sure you didn't leave any air bubbles in those smiley faces. I see one there, something going on right there. You just kind of go back over it. You kind of want to do it with the carrier sheet on top of it so you don't scratch your design. And you just continue to go, pulling downward, not out, but not out like this, but down like toward the table. Oh, see that? Now I have a little smiley face piece. It's really just another part of that design. It's not really a face, but I want it there. It's like where they finalize the design, they cut it. Okay, so now we're going to come back, and it still want to pull up because I didn't actually seal it as much. I see that's going to kind of cause a problem. Got a little indentation there. And now I'm just going to try to hold the cup with one hand and then finish out with this hand. But still staying flush with the cup and not raising up the smiley face. Now this is a carrier sheet, but if you were like doing this from scratch, your carrier sheet would be the transfer tape, and it's sticky. And what I like about the transfer tape versus this, let me show you. I didn't have it out, but I feel like I need to show you the difference. If I can find it. Okay, here's a little piece here. Okay, so on the transfer tape, and you can use this over and over and over. It has the grid on here. So say, you know, when I got lost in the sauce and I ended up going higher. Actually, I should have just started at the rim. However, this grid will keep you from just going off the grid. It's going to give you the pattern. It's going to tell you where it needs to be placed. And you see how it lines up everything? So I would have known, had I had the grid on the sheet that it came with, I would have been able to keep my rotation correct. But because I didn't have the grid, and actually that's a surprise to me because I've never used this and I've never used a pre-made one. I have made my own before, but I used this. So to give you an example, I made this last Christmas. Now, you see how everything is cohesive. It's not like going up one side and down the other. It's the same all the way around. Okay. This is what the grid is good for. It keeps you in place, it keeps your design steady, and it keeps you aware of where you are in the design. And so you have a better outcome with this. You can get this on Amazon. It's called transfer tape. So this is the finished product. Now, like I said, I may add some glitter, some rhinestones, some extra pink vinyl with little scribblies all the way through. And it's going to be pretty when I get through with it. But for today, this is what the video was about. It's just to show you Hold on, let me get some water. And just to show you how to apply it. And this is from Hobby Lobby. They call it the, what do they call it? Transfer vinyl. The cup wrap is what they called it. And it has the instructions on here. The instructions say peel paper backing from the design. Apply design to surface in desired location. Smoothing out any air bubbles. Peel clear film from design. Enjoy creation. Now, however, and it says also hand wash. Intended for use. This was intended for use on glass, ceramic, wood, plastic, metal, and coated paper. Not recommended for use on fabric. So, and this is what it was supposed to look like. It's pretty good, but I didn't realize it until I was seeing what was taking place, is that it was because I didn't have the grid to help me guide to the completion of this. But all in all, when I get through adding bling and jewelry and all this to it, it's going to be cute. And once you're done, you can look back over it and see if there's any smiley faces that have any air bubbles, and you just can smash them out with your finger. And what I do like about this design is that the cup surface is, you can still touch it in between the smiley faces. Okay, so without any further ado, I'm going to show you how to use this. I don't think I'm going to take it. Well, let's see. I guess I could. If I'm going to give it to my daughter, I might as well open it. Hold on, let me get some scissors. Okay, so I just want to show you what this might look like. But let's see. This is called the drink clip by Mainstay at Walmart. And when I found this, oh, it came out pretty good. So when I found this, it was like marked down. I don't know if I paid $1 for it or what, but it was on clearance, and I don't remember the original price to it, but I could not believe that I had bought this, not, like I say, not even at the same time, not even the same week. And I went in there and they had marked it down, and Hobby Lobby had marked the vinyl transfer UVDTF down. So this is how it goes. And so if you don't want to hold your drink, let me see if I can put it on this cradle. Might be like the Flintstones and just topple over. Remember how I used to jump in the car? Anybody who is old as me. And the whole car would go over to the side. But this is how it is. It looks. And so you just basically it'll hold. It's not gonna do it on this sponge, but okay, so it'll hold like that. So now you have a matching tumbler with your little matching holder. And if you don't want to use your tumbler, you still have where you can put a wine glass. So let me get a wine glass. So I love gold glasses, so this was amber color. And see, you can just put it there and it'll hold. Put it on your lounge chair, or if you're sitting out on a patio, put it on the arm. And I just thought that was so neat. By the time I get through adding my bling and glitter and stuff to it, I might keep it for myself. But I had been promising my daughter I would make her something. I sure wish I could. I should have just took it off and started over, but I didn't want to because I was scared that the air bubbles were going to take over. So anyway, who's going to see it all at once? But I'm going to add the bling and whatever else. I may do something to cover that up. Might put something on top of it. And then bring something up here. You know, like some rhinestone strips or something. It's going to be cute when I get done with it. But this is the finale of my video. And thank you if you have hung in here with me to the end of this demonstration of how to apply a UVDTF transfer on a 40-ounce tumbler. I think it's cute, and it's going to be cuter once I am done. And I believe once I'm done, I will probably make a short to this to show you what the finished product looked like. If it had not been like thrown off a little bit here, it would be a finished product. But since it did not come out that way, see how low it is and how high it is. But I'm going to have to add to it to make it do what it do. All is not lost because I'm very creative. And I enjoy sharing this technique with you guys. I will be bringing more videos to you. Like I do crafts, I do gifts, and more. So please subscribe and don't miss out on another video. Thank you and be blessed. Bye.